You've heard it. Too loud, too noisy. But what if that was the whole point? Stray Kids, a group whose sound isn't just an aesthetic choice, but a statement. One that's been strategically crafted to push boundaries, provoke thought, and embrace the very thing critics often label as a flaw. Today, we're diving into why Stray Kids' noise music strategy works, how they've transformed a label of criticism into a badge of authenticity, and what this says about their artistic vision and global success. When Stray Kids debuted in 2018, no one could have predicted just how their sound would evolve. From their early releases to their breakout track, God's Menu, their music has been a loud, fast, and intense journey, defying what we traditionally expect from K-pop. But there's something deeper at play here. The so-called noise that critics often associate with Stray Kids isn't just a byproduct of their sound. It's an intentional, calculated decision that ties directly into their branding, their identity, and ultimately their success in both South Korea and internationally. So why has this noise become so crucial to their identity? Why does it resonate so deeply with fans? And more importantly, how have they turned this criticism into an advantage? Let's break it down. Let's start by addressing the obvious. What is it about this noise that works? Well, the answer is simple, yet powerful. Stray Kids have embraced it. They've turned the narrative on its head. The criticism that initially seemed like a setback has evolved into a key part of their identity. The turning point came with the release of their second studio album, NOEASY, and I mean this album was a statement. The title itself is a clever wordplay. On one level, it's a direct reference to the criticisms about their music being too noisy, but it also tells us something much more profound. It's saying, we're not easy to ignore, and we won't back down. This wasn't just an album title. It was an affirmation of their artistic freedom, a proclamation that their loud, aggressive sound was not just intentional, it was their strength. By owning the criticism and making it part of their narrative, Stray Kids have effectively turned loudness into a symbol of resistance. Their brand of music, often aggressive, dissonant, and layered with EDM, hip-hop, and rock influences, doesn't bend to the conventional norms we're used to hearing in K-pop. Instead, they're giving listeners an alternative, a bold, unapologetic approach to music that invites the listener into a space of creative chaos. And here's the kicker, this approach works. The album title NOEASY isn't just about the music, it's about their brand as a whole. It says, we're different and we're not going anywhere. But this is more than just about making noise for the sake of it. It's also about owning their identity as self-producing artists. If you've followed Stray Kids closely, you'll know that their music is largely shaped by 3RACHA, the production trio consisting of Bangchan, Changbin, and Han. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. While many K-pop groups rely on external producers or a set formula for their sound, Stray Kids have always kept things in-house. This self-production gives them full control over their sound, allowing them to craft music that feels authentic, because it is. No outside influence, no commercial constraints, just pure, unfiltered creativity. The result? A sound that's undeniably Stray Kids, raw, intense, and unapologetically experimental. By producing their own tracks, 3RACHA ensures that every beat, every verse, and every sound wave is a reflection of their collective artistic vision. No filters, no compromises. This level of ownership is what allows them to take risks with their music and push the boundaries of what K-pop can be. Now let's talk about Stray Kids' sound, because this is where their noise truly sets them apart. It's not just noise for the sake of noise. There's a method to it. Their music blends genres in a way that is almost radical for K-pop. EDM elements, hip-hop beats, industrial noises, and even a little bit of rock aggression. It's not the melodic, radio-friendly pop we typically associate with the genre. In fact, Stray Kids' music often feels chaotic, dissonant, and completely unpredictable. Take God's Menu, for example. When that song dropped in 2020, it was a game changer. Fast-paced, sharp, and filled with distorted soundscapes, God's Menu was a departure from the more typical K-pop sound. But it wasn't just a one-off. It marked the beginning of Stray Kids' embrace of a more aggressive, high-energy style, a style that resonates not just with domestic fans, but with a global audience who's craving something different. And that's another part of their genius. Stray Kids' sound is designed for performance. Their music isn't just something you listen to, it's something you experience, especially in their live shows. High-energy beats, intricate choreography, and an overall feeling of chaos and control. Stray Kids have created a performance-driven concept that transcends what's typically expected from K-pop idols. What's also key to their success is the underlying message that Stray Kids are delivering through their music. At its core, their noise isn't just about being loud, it's about breaking free from societal expectations. It's about embracing your individuality, standing up against conformity, and navigating the challenges of youth. And while their sound might be abrasive to some, it's this authenticity that resonates with international fans. K-pop has often been seen as polished, commercialized, and sometimes even formulaic. Stray Kids offer something that feels more real, and for many fans around the world, that's a breath of fresh air. Their message is clear: embrace the chaos, embrace yourself, and break free from the expectations of the world around you. So, what does this all mean for Stray Kids and for the K-pop industry? For Stray Kids, it's clear. They've built a foundation based on authenticity, self-production, and boldness. Their noise is no longer just noise. It's a declaration of their artistic freedom. For the K-pop industry, though, Stray Kids might be signaling a shift. As the genre grows more global, we're seeing groups like Stray Kids, BTS, and others push beyond the glossy pop formula to create music that's more diverse, more experimental, and more true to their personal artistry. But it's not without risks. The noise strategy can alienate some listeners, and it may limit the group's appeal to more mainstream audiences. Yet, for Stray Kids, these risks are worth it. By staying true to their vision, they've built a fan base that's not just loyal, it's passionate and global. So, where do they go from here? Will Stray Kids continue to push the boundaries of sound? Will they find new ways to experiment and redefine what K-pop can be? Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Stray Kids' noise music strategy is sustainable? Or will they eventually need to soften their sound to reach an even wider audience? And with the K-pop industry becoming more experimental, who do you think is next to break free from the norms? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm really curious to hear what you all think. Thanks for tuning in to Idol Lab. Until next time, keep analyzing and keep vibing to that noise.